Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Here at Crypto Nation. If you're new here, it's totally free to subscribe. Hit the like button for post notifications. So this another episode of Crypto Nation Reacts. The title's from this is from the Altcoin Daily. Um, excuse me, trying to get my voice back. The title's called "Can the U.S. Government Destroy Bitcoin in 2024?" Let's see what happens. We all know that Biden decided to step down. Um, it was only really the right thing to do for him to step down. He should have never even been president. He was too old. I said it over and over. But anyways, but we all know that 9 times out of 10, Kamala Harris is gonna because she's the VP, she's gonna step in and run for president. So the fact that she's running for president, just think of it like this: if she's president, what's gonna happen with crypto here in the U.S.? Not it's not things are not gonna go good. We all know that the Biden administration was against cryptocurrency. Well, at least they wanted to like try to tax us like 40%, so which forced people to leave the country. But anyways, I digress. But let's see what they're talking about. The title: Can the U.S. government destroy Bitcoin 2024? Let's see what they're talking about. All right, I hope you guys can hear everything clearly.
Nation state that has interest in just actively destroying Bitcoin.
Can the United States government destroy Bitcoin?
To make their own, super rigs and design chips and just throw hundreds of millions or billions of dollars to intentionally disrupt the blockchain.
This is one of the best explanations I have ever seen. And essentially, the thought process is, if the United States has about $14 trillion money in circulation, or if China, for example, has about $25 trillion in money in circulation, let's assume, first off, they could get some of this money pooled together, as this is just money in the economy. But if they could, let's say, just get a fraction of that money, the Bitcoin network today is valued at just $1.3 trillion. A fraction of most of these major nation states. Is a 51% attack possible? A 51% attack refers to a malicious actor, like a nation state, owning more than 51% of the mining hash rate in a proof-of-work system, such as Bitcoin, or 51% of a staked crypto in a proof-of-stake network, like Ethereum. Let's go over the math. How much money would it take? But first, this is Andreas Antonopoulos at the 2014 Texas Bitcoin Conference answering this question. Keep in mind, the hash rate for Bitcoin in 2014 was around here. The strength of the computing power of the network has only grown exponentially. It's this blue line. But let me share with you this clip. Can the US government destroy Bitcoin? And then after, we'll go over today's math.
Just a quick follow-up on that. Do you have any concerns about a large nation state that has interest in just actively destroying Bitcoin?
Attention! Were you or someone you love exposed to a CAPTCHA while just trying to fill out a simple
To make their own, super rigs and design chips and just throw hundreds of millions or billions of dollars to intentionally disrupt the blockchain?
Yeah, I don't worry about that at all. This cannot be done with Bitcoin anymore. This is something that can only be done with nascent altcoins. Bitcoin has achieved a level of computing that no single nation state can overthrow it through computation alone. The effort to do so would require a massive covert operation of chip fabrication, then the coordinated assault that would give them dominance over the next block for 10 minutes until we kick those bastards off the network, rework the protocol around them. They would be revealed. They would have lost $1 billion doing this, and all they got to do was one double spend.
Well, there you have it. He broke it down to the T, more technical. So basically, to make a long story short, it's literally almost impossible for them to destroy Bitcoin. Basically, whatever they want to do or attack it. Yeah, they can attack Bitcoin, but like you say, it's going to cost them in the billions of dollars to try to attack it, but they're going to fail. But in the meantime, they'll lose, like over $1 billion. There you have it in a nutshell.
Now, here's the thing. Long before we get to that point, they figure out that if they just let this stuff run, they can actually get some Bitcoin. as a reward because the incentive structure actually works. And so I'm not worried about that. And a lot of people are watching the blockchain. And as I said before, what are they going to do? So they take over and they fork the blockchain and they go somewhere, right? They've created an alternative blockchain. Great. What are we going to do? Who's going to join the NSA blockchain? Anybody want to jump on FedCoin? So we're all going to stay on the old fork. Difficulty will go down. It will get more profitable for the miners who stayed behind, and we'll carry on with our coin, and they can go mine whatever the hell they want on their alternative blockchain. They achieve nothing. They can't make protocol changes because we, as I said, 5 constituencies in consensus, and it would take $1 billion to pull the most ridiculous Keystone Cops failure in history. Plus, this would actually require government that can do IT.
So let's actually do the math based on today's hash rate, meaning if a nation state actually wanted to try, how much would this cost? And for context, there were a few things that I liked that Andreas mentioned. Number one, if a nation state actually wanted to try this, number one, yes, they would have to understand IT at a complex level. But number two, they would actually have to be organized, meaning would a government agency in any nation be organized enough to actually implement on these attacks? I mean, we're watching right now in the United States, our country so divided picking a president, which is a major decision. There's over 50 million crypto investors in America in both parties, meaning it just would be quite difficult to organize. That's number one. But number two, and this goes overlooked by so many people asking the question, in order to actually destroy Bitcoin, you would have to buy the mining rigs that produce Bitcoin, that support the security of the network. Of course, this only secures the network if it's distributed. But once you start actually spending the money, getting your arsenal together to buy the amount of mining equipment that it would take, many countries would soon realize, hey, we're making a lot of money just by supporting the network. Isn't it more profitable to just mine the Bitcoin? If you appreciate this information, be sure to like the video and click subscribe. We drop a video every single day, keeping you informed about crypto. But how much money would it take today? Well, Coinmetrics, a major research firm, show that Bitcoin and ETH today are immune to 51% attacks. Based on the operational costs that it would take to do this, the authors at Coinmetrics used a metric called total cost to attack, TCA, to quantify exactly how much it would cost to attack a blockchain network. And this is defined. We define the cost to attack as the sum of the capital expenses and operational expenses over a given period of time. And using TCA, the report concluded that there are no profitable avenues by which to attack either Bitcoin or the Ethereum networks. They're just too big. In none of the hypothesized attacks presented here would the attacker be able to profit by attacking Bitcoin or Ethereum. In a direct quote, they say, consider that even the most profitable double spend scenario presented, where the attacker could potentially make $1 billion after spending $40 billion, that would account for a 2.5% rate of return. Again, not profitable. And looking at operational costs, the report found that a 51% attack on Bitcoin would require an actor to purchase a staggering 7 million ASIC mining rigs, which would cost somewhere around the $20 billion mark. And also noting that there simply aren't enough ASIC rigs available on the market today to be able to do that. Now, maybe they can make their own, assuming that a nation-state attacker was resourceful enough to manufacture their own mining rigs, with the Bitmain Antminer S9 being the only plausible device that could be reverse engineered for production. It would still cost north of $20 billion. And remember, only one Bitcoin block gets mined about every 10 minutes, meaning they would only have a 10-minute window to get this done, maybe just a few 10-minute windows. And again, this information is from a couple months ago, this year. And for Ethereum, 34% attacks, also overblown. Now keep in mind, there are some centralized avenues that are very popular to help you stake your Ethereum. specifically Lido Finance validators, the continued growth of liquid staking derivatives LSD providers, namely Lido DAO, has been viewed by many as a severe threat to the Ethereum network. However, the report concluded that it would not only be extremely time-consuming, but also incredibly expensive for somebody to leverage LSDs to attack the Ethereum blockchain. In a direct quote, they say, "We estimate an attack on Ethereum would take 6 months due to the churn limit preventing stake from being deployed all at once," meaning we would see something like this months in advance if it was happening. And also, that would cost over $34 billion USD. The attacker would have to manage over 200 nodes and spend 1 million USD on AWS alone. So just something to note if you're an investor in the space. If you have a friend or family member that questions you on this, send him or her this video. By the way, both my talk and my brother's talk at Bitcoin Conference is happening this next Saturday in about 6 days. Also the same day as Trump's keynote, so come watch it all. Hope the Altcoin Daily packs the house. I want to see you there. And like always, see you tomorrow.
Tesla owners.
All right, that concludes another episode of Crypto Nation Reacts. Tell me what you think. So basically, if they try to attack Bitcoin itself, they will definitely fail. It'll cost them, basically, to make a long story short, billions of dollars to try to take down Bitcoin. Yeah, so I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. But yeah, anyways, I think if what countries can do is like, if they don't believe in Bitcoin, like they could just do what Germany did. If they already bought Bitcoin but they don't believe in it, they could just sell off their Bitcoin like Germany did. But hey, Germany is going to look back at this like, what, like wow, why did we sell off our Bitcoin? But anyways, right now Bitcoin is at 67,926. We went over 68,000 today, so now we're going between 67 to 68,000, and Ethereum is just over 3,500. But anyways, that concludes the episode. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button for post notifications. Hey, gonna get out of here. See you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend and Sunday night. Peace.